let's see here. I think I should be live. Let's see here. Let us see us. Here I'm gonna just alrighty. Let's turn off the screensaver. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Decided I'd do an art stream today because, well, for one, I've already been viewing 2 different art streams over the course of this one day alone. Oh my word, I think there's a jet flying outside. Alright. Well, I have been wanting to do another art stream for quite a bit, so just opening my blinds a bit, just a little bit, before I start. And now I can begin. So today I just decided I'd do some character art. I do some stream doodles as well at the end. But, yeah. Gonna just crop my screen here a little bit. There we go. Minimize this. And there we go. All right. So currently I'm doing a design of a character that I was recently given by Electric Kitsune, a good friend of mine. And let me see here. Why isn't it showing anything on my end? All right. Well, this will do. So this is just an alternate form of a character that I've been redesigning currently. So also it's good practice to draw the male body in my case, because I don't draw a lot of male characters. So yeah, this torso is going to be a little large, considering I only drew concepts of this character one time. It's surprisingly coming around pretty well. So yeah. So how's everybody doing today? I see JF1, you're in the chat. And Lime, hello. You made it as well. Nice. What's funny is I just was on an art stream by a guy who goes by Wuck. He is a great artist and animator. I was just on his live stream and was like, you know what? Today is a good day for an art stream. So here we are. Let's see here. I'm gonna fix this line in the middle. Whoops. That's a little too curved. Just a little too curved. There we go. Yeah. I've really got to figure out a better way to go about, like, making inhuman styled, like, animal format legs on humanoid beings. Because, like, you can see here, I really made the concept lens deformed. I mean, it was rushed, but, like it wasn't supposed to be perfect when I first drew the concept. I should note, these designs, or this design specifically, let me see if I can dig up, whoops, if I can dig up the character's human styled form. This is the human styled form. They aren't a human, but this is their human styled form that I drew earlier. And I don't know where I saved the actual image. So, yeah, the original design's image, I should say. If Kitsune shows up, I'll ask them to DM it to me again. But this character's name is Daffy, spelled the same way as the duck. Might try and draw it like how Krampus was drawn in Chicken Nugget. Just in a very arty mood today. I mean, I did do a lot of music today as well, but I can't really show that yet. Surprises on the way. Some things are coming. And trust me when I say this, they're going to be worth the wait. I can't really tease too much at the moment because they're upcoming videos. And some of them just started production, so I can't really say too much. Aside from look for something on the 25th and the 24th of this month. So let's see here. Let me see if. Oh, I forgot to change this to art and animation. Film and animation. There we go. Save that. All right. Let's see here. Currently sitting on my bedroom floor just drawing this out. That looks interesting, to say the least. There we go. Might add a gap in there and one more there. Okay, we're at 0 viewers right now. Not bad, but not good. Let's see here. Either that or people are off the tab. I don't know why it doesn't. Whenever somebody's like off the window or something, it for some reason removes them from the counter or something. It's like that's happened to me before, where it's like someone will watch my stream and be like on a stream like this. I'm gonna change my mic settings real quick. Unless you guys can hear me. You guys can hear me? You guys hear me? Good enough, or? Hope y'all can hear me right now. Because, like I said, first art live stream in a hot minute. Okay, I think I'll remove some of this on the edge here. Don't really know what I'm gonna do for feet. Other than make it non-human. Okay, that seems good enough. For this, at least. Not perfect, but it's close. And fill that. I'm gonna merge these and okay, this character is definitely not gonna have a tail. I'm not giving them a tail, so that would be weird. Is my Wi-Fi lagging? My Wi-Fi is lagging slightly. Oh, no wonder, I'm on the main Wi-Fi. Well, that means I can move into a different room and it'll get better. Let's move into another room. Let's try that. Being on the correct Wi-Fi.
Be careful, please.
Are you going in there closing?
All right. Let's see here. I'm in the kitchen. Forgot to switch my Wi-Fi before starting the live stream, so I'm going to pause real quick and grab my stand from my bedroom here. Let's see here. Let's see. Where is the... I'm gonna turn on my screensaver real quick, guys, because I gotta grab something. Whoop. Wrong button. One sec, chat. One second. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna grab that stand I mentioned. Alrighty. I have returned. And now I can turn off the screensaver. Alright, I am back. Got my stand. Adelaide, I've snorted a suitcase full of coke, and I'm starting to feel the effects. Ah! I'm not gonna do too much voice acting on this stream, by the way, because gotta focus on the drawing. But I will be talking. This render is one that I meant to have done earlier, but didn't end up having time. Let's see here. You know what? I'm gonna erase all that. And erase all this. Just so I know. Oh, that's not black. I need that to be black. Like completely black. There we go. Please tell me. Nope, this is blue as well. Okay, what about these? For this I'll let it slide. For that I'll let it slide because it's not the legs and the face. But like, what color is it tinted? Oh, it's tinted purple. Okay, well, I guess I'll change it to this color. Alrighty. There we go. One and done. Or one is done. There we go. Now the question is, what color do I make the torso? Well, I think I just need to give it like a skin tone format. Now what I need to do is invert this.
You didn't change your shirt.
What happened to Tangy Trampy after seeing the... Okay. What happened to Tangy Trampy after seeing Tangy Snowgrave? It seems to be some kind of snow grave. She seems to be in some kind of snow grave. That's kind of an oldie but goodie in terms of Deltarune memes. I love that the snow grave route is just a meme at this point. Cracks me up. I mean, it is a route, but it's also a meme, which is what I love. Memes. Memes, baby. It's all about the memes. Okay, I think this is where it cuts off. There we go. Okay. Okay, there's that. Now these. Okay, now. All right, there we go. Now let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm missing a mouth. That's something I'm missing on this. Wrong way. Alrighty, there we go. Thank you. I'm going to probably fix up the nose here because I'm not sure the nose is to my liking. I like how I did the nose here, so I'm just gonna make the nose kind of like look somewhat like an eye, just a little bit. Just a little bit, even though it's not the same sort of nose as the other thing. I might go with something shaped like an eye. And that's a little too big. Let's go smaller. Yeah, that seems good. I'm gonna remove this because I like how it looks like it has no expression. And I might as well just redo the entire visuals on the face. Might redesign it some more. There we go. Stretch that. And maybe like this. Polyline. And there we go, I think. Oh, almost there. Almost there. You know, I could work with this. There we go. That seems good. I'll add the horn things, the antennae things. So these bigger things are horns. The little tiny ones are antennae, because this is a alien sort of character. And the head profile should be a little bit better, but it'll do for now. It'll do. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's supposed to look somewhat cat-like. Just somewhat. Because this character, they started out as being the size of a kitten, which is kind of the reference here, with the little side spikes, looking similar to cat hair and cat whiskers. It's also somewhat of a Trampy the Tiger reference. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm trying to do a design. I would show the original design, but I don't want to dig through my DMs to find it. But this character was originally owned by a friend of mine, and I ended up getting this character after they did like a first ask, first serve. Basically, it's like first come, first serve, but the friend of mine asked people if they wanted, like friends of theirs, if they wanted any of their characters from the past, and I was one of the first three, so I got two of them. One of them from a wheel spin, because there was one character left over. So I won the wheel spin, and this is the character from the wheel spin. And his name is Daffy. He actually would normally look like this, but this is like his true form sort of thing. You can kind of see the resemblance, kind of. But yeah, this is like his true form. Not his truest form, but his true form. He has one other phase to this form, pretty much. One other phase. And it's just like this black part here takes up this area as well when he's in his truest form. So yeah, that's the only difference between his true form and his truest form. Alright, let's give him some arms. His arms are going to be less lanky here. I'm going to give him less kind of lanky arms. Okay, let's see here. Nope, that finger's gonna be weird if I keep it. Alright, he's only got 3 fingers, because I tend to do that with fictional characters. I give them only 3 main fingers and a thumb. I don't know why I say like 3 fingers when a thumb is a finger technically, but I see the thumb as a separate thing sometimes, and I just forget that it's considered a finger. It's kind of funny, because people have told me before the thumb isn't a finger, it's a thumb. And I'm like, okay. And then in high school, I was like, so do you guys think the thumb is a finger? And they're like, I mean, what else would it be? It's a thumb. It's your 5th finger. I vaguely remember, though, elementary school or middle school was when people were like, you know, the thumb is in elementary school or middle school. I don't remember which had that in it. There we go. Big chunky arm. Not bad at all. And I'll just add the black stuff on it. I should add a highlight first though, just in case. I'll make the highlight orange, like the highlights here. Or I can make it white. That also looks kind of cool. but I'm just gonna fill it orange for the moment. Let's duplicate this as a backup. And then erase all that. Now for like the lines in between things, I'm gonna keep the orange. Also, fun fact, Daffy has a phobia of fish. That was something that Kit developed, and I am keeping with the character now that I'm the new owner. I'm keeping the fish phobia thing. I need to fix up the shoulder here so that it is accurately shaped. So let's erase, whoop, wrong thing. Erase that, and perhaps I can fix up the shoulder just slightly of this arm. Whoop, forgot to switch back to the eraser. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now that that's done, I can color in the torso part. Now the torso isn't really supposed to be white on this one. It was actually just I didn't want to color the skin tone because I didn't know what skin tone I was going to give Daffy in my redesign. But now that I do, I can actually commit to coloring the upper body. Now let's see here. First, I think I'm going to consolidate some layers. Okay, group those. Okay, now I'm going to put this up front there. Now duplicate this, flatten it, and what do we get? What do we get here? All right, that's cool. That's cool. All right. Now what I need to do is fill in this by making it a back layer. Oh, forgot to add this to it. Okay, and flatten. Whoops, did not get that right. Where is the gap? Where could the gap be? Oh, of course, it's on the waist. And I didn't match it correctly. All right. Let's turn this layer off and fill this in. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. Okay, I'm just gonna fill in this stuff black. Oh wait, I can't yet. I can't do that yet. Because I need to fill this in black in order to do that. Okay, why isn't that filled? Did I? Oh, yeah, this. Huh, that's strange. Got sec. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Sorry I'm not checking chat frequently enough, I don't think. just drawn, so it's a little hard to get to chat every now and again. Alright, let's see here. Get that, and now I can finally fill in the upper torso. There we go. Now these are actually where the orange spikes out. So let's add that there. And I think that might be it. For now, I'm going to fix the head size, because that size is not as big as it should be. I'm gonna resize the canvas. Actually, I probably won't need to. I'll just move it up. Okay, the head silhouette is not big enough. The mouth is fine. This could be larger. Now I'm gonna fix the mouth. There we go. All right, 324. All right. Now that this is done, I'm going to add my signature on it before I forget to. There we go. There we go. I think that's good. That is good for now. I'm gonna just put you over here with Daffy's alternate form. I'm gonna move Nikki right there and Daffy right here. So basically, Daffy's alternate form is not triggered by emotion, but rather his alternate form is affected by emotion. I'll probably do his truest form eventually and post it after stream or something. But here, I didn't realize I didn't give him Adam's apple features. Forgot to do that. But he is created from a black hole. That is part of his lore, is he was created from a black hole. That's why he's got all the black on him too. It's because of that. Whoops. Whoopsies. There we go. That's better. We're gonna adjust that slightly. There we go. I think that looks good. Yeah, that looks good for now, I think. Alright, so here's Daffy normal. Here's his true form. Here's Nikki normal. And here's her true form. And yes, these two are friends. These two are friends. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Just moving on to the next artwork that I feel like doing. That I'm probably gonna do some stream doodles. Let's see here. What could I draw for my next artwork? How about something I didn't create? Like, I don't know, Knuckles, maybe? Seems a little tricky to draw Knuckles normally. Glad I have visual references, though, for a different styled version of Knuckles. Let me just take a quick photo here. There we go. I think I'm going to draw Lego Knuckles for no reason at all. Yeah, I just feel like drawing Lego Knuckles. Funny enough, I recently just got this set that has Knuckles in it. They're retiring his mech and certain other first wave Lego Sonic sets at the end of the year. So I was like, you know what? I'll get Shadow and Knuckles sets since they're retiring them. And thank goodness I brought my Lego bin with me. I'll do that during the Doodles Impactor. I'll do the Corrupted Me during the Doodles. Just DM me a reference, a visual aid, for when I do that during the Doodles. I might do some colored Doodles at the end of the stream this time around, rather than the usual non-colored ones. Here, I'm gonna just export this and use it in the proper reference form for Procreate. Okay, now reference. I might ask for permission to tease something for you guys, because I'm doing art for 2 different mods. And I'm wondering if I could share any of the stuff I've done for the mod, even though it's not out yet. So, alright, I'm gonna start with getting the head shape. Also, I'm a sucker for Lego designs, so that's why I think I felt like doing this one. Because of that. I was like, Lego Eggman would be funny, but I think since I already said out loud I like Knuckles, I'd like to draw Knuckles or something. Okay, let's get this. I'm gonna fix that. Don't want this to be perfectly symmetrical, because like, no Lego set is perfect and no Lego drawing is accurate either, unless you make it exact. Alright, let's see here. Gonna make this more circular. There we go. Alright, and now this looks really, really silly and not the good kind. I'm gonna redo the entire muzzle, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna redo this entire muzzle. Alright, let's see here. I might use the symmetry tool at some point here if I need to. In fact, I might redraw the entire head and use the symmetry tool for the start. Okay, let's see here. Drawing guide, edit drawing guide, and symmetry. All right, let's go with this. Whoop. I might as well use the symmetry tool. I wasn't planning to, but it's good enough. It'll work. It's not like I need this to be perfect. Just using it for an idea of a draw. Now, there is something I would draw on this stream that I need to draw, but it's a surprise for somebody's birthday, and I don't want to spoil it for them on the off chance they show up. Even though they have a 17-hour time difference from me, I don't want them accidentally seeing the artwork before it's ready. Okay, there we go. Now to draw the eye holes. Okay. Okay, let's go with... Let's go and fix this. Okay, now erase that. And erase this line. Okay, there we go. There we go, got that line there. Okay, now, I think I made this a little too close together, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, there we go. However, I forgot to turn on draw assist, so now I have to move this around manually. At least I know everything else is accurate. Okay, I keep forgetting Knuckles' eye color is purple. I honestly don't remember. I remember Sonic's eyes are green. What color are Amy's eyes? I'm pretty sure, yeah, hers are green as well. It's just Knuckles who has purple eyes. That's kind of interesting. Tails has light blue eyes, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, Metal has red eyes, but yeah. Oh, I can share that? Alright. Purple. Wait, I thought Tails' eyes were blue. The Lego figure has blue eyes. Also, hello. Hello there. Man, my ear is getting on my nerves for some reason. Gonna draw the mouth. There we go. Now for the eyes. And now to add the black hole inside. Ooh, that looks a little too spread out. Yeah, that looks a little too spread out. I'm gonna just... Now to duplicate, flip. Now turn off drawing assist and erase that. Do the same thing here. Oh yeah, that's because I only got one of these accurately placed. That's right. Okay, is that where it is? Okay, let's flip this. Did I just like move this over too far? I guess so. All right, well, let's try. Let's try redrawing that. Drawing assist. There we go. Now to fill the inside and maybe make it a little thicker. There we go. Now what I need to do is this. There we go. There we go, that's better. Man, so far so good. I look like I'm drawing a kid Knuckles, like a classic Sonic style Knuckles. But so far it's looking pretty good. Could be a little better with the quills, and I think I'll fix those up right now. I'll add the quills, I think, as a separate layer. That should be handy. So that way if I mess up, I don't have to redo the entire head. All right, let's shrink that. There we go. Now let's get this. No, that's a little too much like Amy's quill shape. There we go. Something like this. There we go. And I didn't realize this could be a little more spiked. There we go. Yeah, the iris overlap is a little off though. Let me fix that. There we go. There we go. I think that looks good. Now for the red, need to make it a little more accurate. Oh no, he's got bloodshot eyes, guys. Oh no. Forgot to add this. There we go. There we go, guys. We did a Knuckles head. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, let's get this to be a little more flat. Then add an outline. Okay, there we go. Now to fill it back in.
You're going to extend my time? I need your help.
Okay, there we go. And now they're gonna fix up the nose. Whoop, wrong thing. Click the other thing. Something related to what I was drawing on stream earlier. Okay. I might just do the torso and then call it good after that. All right.
Come help me move your furniture.
Alrighty, now let's see, how are these arranged? Might draw these like this. No, that doesn't look right. Okay. Whoops. Does anyone know why Knuckles has just this like white little patch of like chest curve or whatever it's called? Anybody know why he's just got like this small patch of white here? Is it just like a marking or something? I'm not doing well with this. I'm not doing well with this specific torso. I'm going to distort it just slightly. Alright, let's start drawing new torso. Oh, I know what's wrong here. I made the head a little too curved. That's the problem. No wonder he looks so chibi. He still does, kind of, but he looked a little too chibi. There we go. There we go. Now let's fill this in. Okay. I think that'll do for Knuckles' head finally. Let's see here. Did I not fill this in? I don't think I did. Why is it filling the entire background red? Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, now for the arms. This is gonna be the hardest part. I can guarantee that. Well, the hands are, when we get to the hands at least. The hands are gonna be the hardest part. But it's a good practice. It's a good practice.
Christian. Wait, you're extending my time? Uh-huh. Oh. Stories. And you need to clean.
All right.
You need to clean up, though. Did you clean up the kitchen?
Okay, now.
And this table. I will. Do it now. Yes, I will.
Okay.
And the laundry.
I guess this is good enough for his hand. Also, sorry if there's background noise. My dad and my brother are doing stuff. All right. Okay, there we go. I could make this better. I think I will. Gonna improve this. Oh, there goes a plane again. All right. I'm not sure I like how this came out. There we go. That's better. Knuckles' glove is just such a pain to draw. Especially when it's in Lego form. Oh my word. Now I have to duplicate this. And put it on the other side. And I'm not doing the legs because I don't really feel like doing it. I'll do the waist though. I'll do the waist. You know what? Since I did the waist, forget it. I'm gonna do the entire leg, the entire legs. If I'm able. I'll stylize this a little bit. Now let's erase that. And now let's see here.
Stop watching TV and clean up.
All right, I'm gonna erase all this because it's too wide. After this, I'll move on to the doodles, the end screen doodles, once I'm done this. Oh my word, he's too tall. That is way too tall. Way too tall. Okay. Also, apologies for any background noise again. My brother is doing some kitchen work. Alright, let's see here. Edit the line. And erase that. And draw another line. There we go. Alright, I'll color the legs.
One day.
Alrighty, there we go. Now for this, I'm gonna just do that. Man, he looks fat. I made him a little too fat. It's a small price to pay for a cropped image, I think. I'll update it another time. Alright. I think I'll stop there and do the end screen doodles now. Alright. I think for the first doodle I'll just do I'll do Eggman. This one's kind of from memory. Alright. There's a little Eggman. Egg-headed man. Okay, let's see here. Who else could I draw? I think I'll do... This one is an obvious one. Gonna do her slightly, and oh, I think I gave away who it was. And just for quality's sake, The redheaded outlaw herself, Ellie Rose. I'll fix that. That looked a little weird. All right, there we go. You know, sometimes I think Ellie is smarter than Henry. Like, I genuinely think that Ellie is probably the smartest out of Charles, her, and Henry. Yeah, alright, so you have sent me an image of Corrupted Me for reference, right? Neocortex. Okay, just for that, John, I'm drawing him. Just for that. Just for that. Okay, here, since you sent that to me. Okay, the only spread I am to share. Alright. I'll add him in there right after Neocortex. Going based on a certain order. Hey Siri. Nope, Siri is down. Okay, well, let's get a Neocortex reference from Google. Alright. Just so I have a visual reference, I'm gonna save this. Okay. Reference. I rarely draw Crash Bandicoot characters, so bear with me here. For a long time in my childhood, I did not know what the N on his forehead stood for, if I'm being honest. Like, for a long time, before I found out his name or knew anything about Crash Bandicoot, I always called him the N guy because I didn't know what the N on his forehead stood for. I really love Neocortex's though, I will say that much. Love his design. Also, he has yellow on him, which makes him automatically cool in my opinion. If you've been around on this channel long enough, you'll know why. You know, sometimes I think I kind of look like Neocortex. I mean, the crazy black hair, an N related to their name. None of y'all probably know why. But I will say my real name does start with an N. Won't say what it is though, because I prefer to keep that private. There's a few people online who know my real name though. One thing Neocortex and I share is an impressive goatee. Pretty sure I could cosplay as him for a convention and nobody would know. All I need to do is shave my head in places. Yeah. Alright, there's Neocortex. They're gonna give Ellie a body. Or at least part of one. There we go. Now they're gonna add that infamous yellow to this guy. Whoops. Forgot. Did them on 2 different layers. He's not the same yellow as my Sona, but it's kind of funny to me that he also has a lot of features similar to that of my Sona. Okay, now for the corrupted me. Now for the corrupted me. Not drawing his full body, I'll do a bust of him, basically head and upper shoulders. I'll do it in a certain style. I'll do lineless style for this. Because I like doing lineless style. Sometimes can be really fun. First time drawing this character that I voice. Also, yes, this is an AU version of Austin, if I'm not mistaken, right, Impactor? We might have messed up a little. Okay. Alrighty, let's, I guess I will give an outline to him after all, because it looks weird without it. He looks like a thumb, no offense. And I kind of like that about it. Man, this is harder than it looks, guys. This is harder than it looks. I don't know why I'm struggling with a character who's quite literally just a me, in the instance that I'm drawing him in, should be easier for me, but it's not. I think that's a hole there. Okay, let's give it the dark red here, and the blue here and here. All right, there we go. There we go. I think that's a good bust of him. Now for another character, just gonna be popping out behind him. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. This is not a Tangyverse character. I'm just drawing something now. Don't know what I'm drawing, actually. Looks like I could be drawing Monster Kid. They're gonna keep it to a head. Because I don't know if it's Monster Kid or not. Anyway, speaking of Undertale. Wrong thing. Sanser. Gonna just do this. He also has something in this. I need to check though which side of the head. Also, FYI, that is not Sans. I'm just needing to find which side of the head has it. Okay, under ink. Okay, so glad I checked. Glad I checked. Glad I checked. Glad I checked it.
What? I spilled tea.
Don't cry over spilled tea, brother.
What shall I do?
Okay, let's
That's
get
not
there.
helpful.
There we go. Two dudes with part of their face gone. Very nice.
I'm up to my ankles now. Okay, now my knees. I need to open the door to let all the tea out.
I apologize for the background noise, by the way. My brother's messing around over the fact that he spilled tea. Maybe a little too hard. Okay, let's see here. There's that. Also, Sanser looks a little more serious than you'd think he is, actually. If I'm being honest, he looks actually a little more serious than I tend to voice dub him. Yes, this is technically another character I do a voice for. So it's funny that I literally voice two different characters and they both have a gash in their head. I kind of find that funny. Alright, let's make this a square ratio, and then I'm going to end off stream after I get this cropped. Okay. Now the last thing I'm going to draw over here is a classic meme. If you know it, you know it. Man, it's weird I have a character who could literally do this. Now for the last part. The laser. Man, I'm spending way too long on the laser. Spending way too long on it. You know what? I'm gonna... There we go. All right, there we go. And I'm gonna give Ellie some arms here. Oops, that's not an arm. And that's too thin of an arm. All right, there we go. Okay, I think this will do for the doodles today. All right. All right, guys. I am going to end off the stream here today. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. I'll see you all next time. Bye.